Hi everyone, John here. Welcome back to See You on the Start Line, brought to you by CJM'S Events. We really appreciate you tuning in. This episode 53 of See You on the Start Line. Today we hit a pretty cool milestone, 20,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel, CJM'S Events. This helps us grow and get the information out about our events. So I ask, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. When something new is launched, you'll receive a notification. It costs you nothing. This week is a proper calendar-loaded episode because right now, the next block of events is shaping up beautifully. We have family favourites. We've got West Coast Classics, Ultra Missions, and a whole bunch of future events that have just opened as well. And here's the simple truth. The best part of committing to an event isn't just race day, it's what happens after you enter. Your mindset changes, your week gets structure, your training becomes purposeful, and suddenly you're stacking small wins again and again. So let's run through what's happening. First up is Krank It. This is one of our favourite events because it's built for women and children, and it creates the kind of memories that stick. The big story this year, is the 3 to 6 year old categories. We introduced this last year. The little ones ride 2K with mum alongside them, and right now this category is making up nearly half of the entries that we have at the moment that have been coming through. It is really unreal to see the numbers that are there. At the time of recording, we've only got around 97 spots available. So for the whole event, that is the 3 to 6 year olds, the 7 and 8 year olds, the 9 pluses, and for the women's category as well. So we've only got about 97 spots left. So if you're thinking about bringing the kids along, now's the time to do it. Make sure you get your entries in. These spots will go quickly. Once families start locking them in for the weekend, it's the family that gets locked in. It could be 1, 2, 3, or 4 people at a time that enter. So those spots will get gobbled up pretty quickly. We've got as I said, we've got the 3 to 6 year olds, then we've got the 7 and 8 year olds doing 7K as individuals or teams. 9 plus, they do 11K as individuals or teams. And the women, they do 22K ride as well. And we've got the awesome category of mums and sons and mums and daughters and the teams events. This one here is the mums do the first lap and the children do the second lap, and they cross the finish line and receive the medal. Krank, it's one of those days where the kids feel like champions. The whole finish line banners are all set up and the flags are flying. It gives them the full Monty of the event. So mums walk away and they're buzzing. It's great to see them up on the podium getting the recognition for first, second and third. So to register for this, go to crankit.co.nz. This event is our way of giving back and helping build the future. So make sure you get out there and have a great time at Bottle Lake Park. Then we head to the coast. We've got Ride Holidays. Yes, that's Ride Holidays. They do some fantastic holidays all around New Zealand and overseas. So if you're looking for a great holiday, make sure you go to their website, Ride Holidays, and check those out. But it's the Ride Holidays around Brunner on the 2nd of May. It starts and finishes in Moana outside the Hotel Lake Brunner. If you haven't got your accommodation yet, make sure you give Philip and his team a call at Hotel Lake Brunner and get yourself booked into there. They've got some great accommodation there. This event gives you options for every rider. You've got the 140k road race. It's tar sealed all the way. Starting in Moana, goes out to Kamara and turns and comes back into Moana with a great sprint finish down the main street. We've got the 280k enduro for the serious long day crew. So they start bright and early, do 2 laps of that. We've got the 140k teams of 2. That's 70k each. One rides from Moana out to Kamara, tags the other rider, and they come back from Kamara back to Moana. And we've got the 108k gravel option. This is a beauty. It's an amazing gravel race. It might be a bit lumpy at the start with a couple of awesome steep hills that really sort everybody out. and then there's a bit of smoother gravel, a little bit of tar, more gravel, and a few wee hills and that thrown into it, and a fast sprint into Moana as well. The same finishing right down the main street, which is closed off for vehicles, and the cyclists dictate it all day and finish outside the Hotel Lake Brunner as well. This one is not just a race, it's a weekend away. It's West Coast stories, West Coast hospitality, and it's a great atmosphere. So to register for that, go to aroundbrunner.co.nz. Then we roll straight into the build and set for the South Island Ultra Marathon on Saturday the 9th on the West Coast Wilderness Trail. That's just 7 days after it, so it's a busy time for us. We have a lot of gear already over there. A lot of gear goes from Moana down to Hokitika for the finish there, all in that 1 week. It's a fantastic week. We're coasters for basically about 14, 15 days. But this one is one of those special events where the conversation starts early. Everyone's asking the question, can someone break 4 hours for the 54K? No one's done it yet. 14 seconds away from it is what it was last year. And can someone take down the 100K time of 7 hours 44? But the real mission, this event is special. It's not just for the front of the field. It's with every finisher from the first to last. Everyone has a story, and the finish line on Hokitika Beach is something you don't forget. The distances are 100K, 54K. They're the 2 ultra races. Then we've got the 24K, which is better than any half marathon anywhere in New Zealand. It's magic scenery, magic start, and magic finish out on the beachfront in Hokitika. We've got the 6K from Canterbury Township. Gives anyone a bit of a taste. We had a lot of people say, why can't we do a shorter race? We've got husbands or wives or people doing the 100K. Can we do something smaller? So we threw in the 6K, and it's been really popular with locals as well. And if you're thinking about it, jump into any of those and do it now. You know how it goes. Once the weather starts cooling down and training blocks build, entries move fast. So register at siultra.co.nz. Then let's have a bit of a breather from our actual events for a minute and jump into a Run NZ run. We've got our Wellington 5K challenge. This ends at midnight tonight. This is a quick reminder for anyone who's registered with Run NZ Run and they haven't done their 5K, or if you're thinking about entering a virtual run, which is what Run NZ Run is, you can register at runNZRun.co.nz. You run, walk 5K, time yourself, get your results, upload your results, and if you purchase a medal, the Wellington 5K Challenge medal, we get it posted out to you. It's as simple as that. So the Wellington 5K Challenge is on right at the moment, and it ends at midnight tonight. Register and complete your 5K anytime within the window that we have. Every month we're going to have Cities of New Zealand, and that runs from the 20th to the 31st of the month through to the end of the year, and you can get the whole medal collection as you do it. So every month there'll be one of a different city in New Zealand, and you just do it around your block, or you could do it in a park run, you can do anything you like, wherever, whenever, on the treadmill, walk the dog, K a day, and for 5K, count the times, and you're into it. So you can now secure your Wellington medal as part of the City Series. Register at runNZRun.co.nz. And talking about Run NZ Run, we have got our Stronger for Life program that we've built in conjunction with ACC. So Stronger for Life, it's really rolling forward well for us. The next quarter starts tomorrow on Wednesday, so it's a perfect time to join and build strength and balance through the colder months and your latter years. Stronger for Life is approved by ACC's Live Stronger for Longer program and is built to help people stay steady, strong and confident for later life. But like me, I'm getting older. I want to make sure I've still got the strength in the legs and the arms. If something I was to have a fall, I need to be able to get up. So what we've built is a bespoke program in conjunction with ACC, and it's been approved. They've gone through and checked all the programs that we're doing, the exercises. So you have an option of walking or running 15K, 30K or 60K per month. and you have 12 exercises which will help you build the strength and balance. The tracker you get when registering helps you record these, and you can see what you've done for each exercise. There are supporting videos of the exercises with the tracker. It is built in the whole tracker, the videos are built into it, and you don't need passwords and everything to operate it. It remembers your device and it holds on your device, and you can just go back to it. It remembers what you've done, what you've recorded, and everything. So once you put it into it, it's recorded and held within your device. So you don't need pin numbers, and you don't need passwords. It is just there for you. So you can learn more about this at strongerforlife.co.nz. It is approved by ACC and the Live Stronger for Longer program. So have a good look at that. If you're, say, 50, 55 plus, do it, because we all hear about people who may have passed away. They had a fall and they couldn't get up off the ground. We've got personal things that have happened to family members of ourselves, and it is so critical that you have some strength to be able to get up, and these exercises help you do that as well. So please have a good look at that, and I'd say recommend to get into it. Use it or lose it is a simple way of doing it. So now back to our actual events. A few might do some stuff from for Stronger for Life and go, hey, I could do a duathlon. Maybe not, maybe you could. But we have the Canterbury Duathlon Series. This is where we started our whole events back 21 years ago. So this year we're at a new venue, and it's every fortnight. The Canterbury Duathlon Series is at a brand new venue this year at Rhodes Park Reserve, Taitapu Domain. Race 1 is on the 24th of May, and it's a 3-race series run every fortnight after that. A short course and long course, and participants from 7 years of age. This is one of the few events where kids can be racing on the same course at the same time as New Zealand representatives. It's like a 7-year-old playing rugby with the All Blacks. I've said that before, but it's really true. You just don't get that in many sports. So you're running and competing against other international athletes. And if you want a bigger goal, you could start with the duathlon, and then you might be able to jump straight into the Urban Estates Selwyn Marathon. It's on the 31st of May. It's King's birthday weekend. Now, Urban Estates, they're doing some fantastic work in and around Selwyn, creating new subdivisions just down from where we are. There's the Hamptons. They're doing a massive subdivision there, and it's amazing to see the houses and that are going up there. The demand's there. It's a beautiful location, handy to town, and it's something, if you're looking for a section or something or a build, that would be great to look up. So just go to Urban Estates and look at what they've got to offer, especially around the Hamptons. So with the Selwyn Marathon, as I said, Selwyn is New Zealand's fastest growing district, and this event continues to grow strongly. If you're looking for a marathon goal or a half marathon goal or even a 10K with a proper weekend feel, this is the one for you. So go to selwynmarathon.co.nz. Then coming up on the 13th and 14th of June, we've got a double header. It's the Bridge to Bridge weekend on the north banks of the Waimakariri River. We've got the Ultra Marathon on the 13th of June. We've got the bike race, the mountain bike race, but also suits gravel bikes as well. The last 10K gets a little bit technical, but it's still great on a gravel bike or a mountain bike. So the mountain bike race is on the 14th of June. Now we've got the 60K, the 30K, 15K in both the bike and the run, and in the run we've also got a 5K run. So if you want to have something shorter and do a 5K run, you could even add it into it. Could be Run Auckland or Run Christchurch with Run NZ Run. You could count it for that, get a double header and get 2 medals. That's a good way of doing it. And then the bike ride on the following day, and it's great for gravel bikes, and it's a good option for a Sunday ride. Very fast Sunday ride too, but no, it's really cool. We have some cut-offs, and it's a great event to be part of. And at you finish, you have a voucher from McDonald's, and you can go get a coffee and a cheeseburger afterwards as well. It'll probably just disappear just like that. So we've opened some new events as well. Well, the existing events, and they're now open. So it's pretty much like early bird season. So here's something extra for the week. As I said, we just opened all of these and all the early bird pricing is there. Even if you don't know your exact training plan yet, the early bird entries do one thing brilliantly. They create commitment, and commitment beats intention every single time. Here's what's now open and building nicely is Possum Run. Possum Run is back. It's a dog where dogs run free, humans register, and it's one of the happiest start lines of the year. We've got big dogs, small dogs, fluffy dogs, fast dogs, dogs that stop to smell everything. That's where, like Charlie, he's the ambassador, our wee cavoodle. So Charlie the cavoodle, as I say, is the ambassador. He's probably going to stop and smell everything he can get his nose into. So every dog and human is welcome. So make sure you go to possumrun.co.nz. Then we've opened Ride the Rakai, the classic sealed road with a gorge challenge. Now that's fast, satisfying finish. One of those events that feels like a proper mission, but still a brilliant day out. Then we've got Ride the Wilderness on the West Coast Wilderness Trail, a mix of open sections and twisting bits. It suits different bikes, different styles, and always delivers on big scenery. The West Coast Wilderness Trail is just an amazing trail and is something you must do. You must race this. Then you can actually go back and do it recreationally later as well. We've got Colour Zone Run coming up. This is pure fun. Colour, smiles, photos, and a finish line where everyone looks like a rainbow exploded. Aotearoa Ultra Marathon. This has opened as well. It's a brilliant way to start the year and a proper endurance goal for your diary. For all those early birds, the best value. So if one of them is on your list, now is the time to lock it in while pricing is sharp and fields are starting to fill. Then we've got something really special coming up the 18th of July. It's a new event and it's called Find Your Way Home. Yes, it's a brand new event. There's teams of 2, so you've got to do it in teams of 2 and you can't be any more than 10 meters apart throughout it. It's a running event that's different and it's called Find Your Way Home. There will be limited numbers in the inaugural year, the first year, and it's on the 18th of July. Entries will open later this week, so start thinking about it now. Start finding somebody who you could run or walk with for the event, and it's something pretty special. It's very different. So who is your teammate and how are you going to get home? So you've got a 90-second action plan, and here it is. 1. If you want Wellington 5K challenge, register today. Opportunities to register for that end tonight. If you have kids, lock and Krank It before those remaining spots disappear. 3. Choose your West Coast mission. Is it around Brunner, tar or gravel, or is it the South Island Ultra Marathon? Enter now and commit. 4. If you want consistency, put Canterbury Duathlon Series in your diary and commit to every fortnight. The rhythm will flow. You will know how you do your race 1, you got race 2, then race 3. See if you can do it better, and you might surprise yourself doing all 3. You might be on the podium for that. And 5. Check the newly open events and grab early bird entries while they're there at the best value. And 6. Find your teammate for Find Your Way Home and be ready when entries open later this week. They will move quickly and it's going to be something so cool and so special. You'll want to be part of it. So thanks everyone, and we will see you on the start line. Take care everyone.